All right, coming up, a man who went from victim to vigilante, fighting back against robo-scammers, and what you can do to protect yourself from losing it all. We've been talking about the big business of robo-scamming. Now, we've all gotten the calls. They are targeting you, your friends, your family, and millions of others out there for years. My next guest has made it his mission to fight back against robo-scammers, hoping to put an end to the multi-billion-dollar business. Peter joins us now. Peter, thanks for being here. Congrats on what you've been able to accomplish. You became so passionate about this because your mom got scammed. Give us some of that background.
Yeah, my mom was a victim of telemarketing and mail fraud. And I basically discovered that going into her bedroom the one day, and there was a whole stack of envelopes there, and I started going through them and took a look at the checkbook, and she was filling out checks to various charities and other organizations to the tune of about $1,500 a month. And I went after them.
Let's go after this. First off, there's a lot of shame involved whenever someone gets scammed. That's a secondary mental health impact, by the way, of this whole process. You had to probably deal with that with your mom. Was she open to you when you first began quizzing her about these bills? Were you able to get her comfortable with what was going on?
She had dementia. I discovered it later, but she had all the symptoms of dementia. She had Alzheimer's. So she was pretty much oblivious to what was going on. And so I really had to jump in and help protect her from these scammers.
You know, what really infuriates me is I can imagine my mom who would be able to answer a phone, and she could definitely give someone a credit card number, but would have no idea what she was actually doing as she went through those motions. That's who these scammers are after, guys. You know, don't think that you're so clever you're going to be able to figure it out. They're pretty good at taking advantage of perfectly healthy people, but if you've got a fear, something deep down inside you that weakens you, or you have dementia, you're not going to be able to protect yourself. So how were you able to get back some of the money that was taken from your mom, from your family?
Well, I got angry. There's one movie, I'm mad as heck and I'm not going to take it anymore. So I went back to my quality assurance background, my management systems background, and I went back to my database and I started filling in all the addresses and names, and I started mail merging demand letters. I went through the state attorney generals from 5 different states, and I also started a phone log too, but that was more for my own use, for my own family here.
So Peter, from what I know, you did this for 3 years. That between this log and all the complaints you filed, you actually started to find out more about this entire scam. How many entries are there in the log? How many robocall bad guys did you find?
Well, to date, and the log did start in 2018. To date, there's over 300 complaints that I've registered in the log.
Well, I applaud you for fighting back. You're doing what everyone else should be doing. If they have the skill sets, go out and protect America. You know, a little vigilante support for these robocall scoundrels would be nice. If the U.S. government's arrested 24 people, we can do a little better. You got 300 complaints right in front of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me go to consumer spending expert Heather Herzog. She's back with us again. You've got 3 tips, 3 things we can all do. I'm going to walk you through the